Fierce competitor, philanthropist, devoted father, entrepreneur, leader of Roanoke College, and loving husband to wife Sheila. Morris Cregger is a force for good in his family, in the business world, and at his beloved alma mater. Roanoke College proudly presents a symbol, a monument, from where students, past, present, and future, can draw strength and inspiration.
The Cregger Center is
It's magnificent.
The Cregger Center is going to be a hub for the whole school and the community.
beyond expectations.
The Cregger Center is a story.
The Morris Cregger story began here in the Roanoke Valley, where his fondest memories were forged by family.
My mother was a waitress when I started. My dad was driving for Monday Motor Lines as a truck driver. My early years were spent recognizing that, in life, you don't have to be necessarily rich financially. You can be rich in support and stabilization from my parents.
And so he had that as a bedrock platform from which to grow. And he worked hard and earned his way into everything he's done.
During his 4-year stay at Roanoke, the scholarship athlete devoured the Maroon athletic record books. In basketball, he was selected captain to the Virginia All-State team and named Mason-Dixon All-Conference team all 4 years. Cregger was a 1,000-point scorer and to this day maintains the second highest scoring average in Roanoke College basketball history.
Morris didn't necessarily look to make the pass, and he shouldn't have. You always get the ball as a point guard to your best scorer, and he was the best scorer then and still is.
I just was so determined and so disciplined. I think that's why my athletic career turned out as good as it did. I had some of the physical skills, but most of my skills come from my knowledge of the game and just out practicing or outworking my competition.
This charter member of Roanoke's Athletic Hall of Fame lettered in basketball, track, soccer, and tennis. He was selected to the Blue Key National Honor Society, served as president of the Men's Independent Association and the Monogram Club while receiving his BA in economics.
He would tell anybody that Roanoke really finished him in many ways, made him a more sophisticated thinker, knocked a couple of edges off of him. Sheila has continued to do great work to knock a few more edges off of him. That's for you, Sheila.
Cregger attacked business with the same ferocity he unleashed in the athletic arena. Cregger Company was founded by Morris and Sheila Cregger in 1978.
I didn't have much, but I paid my way through college and ended up graduating from college and still had $2,500 in the bank. So I actually gave him my $2,500 that he still has not paid me back.
I don't want to even calculate the interest.
That's right. But yes, I actually did my little bit of savings, went into helping start Cregger Company.
What started as a small plumbing supply house in West Columbia, South Carolina, Cregger Company evolved into 32 locations throughout the Southeast.
One thing I would say is that I've learned to say yes, ma'am. So it makes it a lot easier. I've learned I'm not going to win many of the arguments.
And I think we balance each other out somewhat because I am the more conservative one. He's more of the risk taker. Definitely we have grown because of him being willing to take the risks.
It's been a great relationship from the standpoint of the love, the family, and the business. It's been great.
Cregger brings endless energy and creative ideas to the Roanoke College Board of Trustees, a post he has held since 1998, and as chairman since 2011. Under his leadership, the success of the college's Roanoke Rising campaign has made his vision a reality.
There is nothing more important than education for the freedoms we enjoy in this country. And so my wife Sheila and I, when we were very fortunate to be successful in our business, felt that if we were going to do something charitable, we wanted to do it in education.
one of the great joys of my summer, after we opened the Cregger Center on August 1st, was going over there to the Belk Center myself to exercise, finding a machine close to the door, and watching students come in for the first time to see this place. And wow, oh my gosh, I don't believe this. Those were the kind of comments that just flowed from everybody. There was not an exception to it.
The vast, multifaceted complex supports academics and athletics with classrooms, offices, a 2,500-seat performance gym, a new Belk Fitness Center, athletic training space, and individual team locker rooms. The Kerr-Cregger Field House holds the 200-meter Bast indoor track, the only one of its kind in the greater Roanoke Valley.
When you enter that clinic, it's amazing to have natural light. And so you get to not only experience the beautiful mountains that you get to see every day, but the athletes do as well. We have amazing tables to where we can fit multiple athletes and get them taped out before practice. And you'd be surprised what a room could do for an athlete.
I am so proud of the way it turned out. I never dreamed it would turn out to be, first of all, as beautiful as it is. I'm very impressed with the multi-purpose facility as far as the different things that you can use the indoor track for.
Recruitment, retention, and recognition. And the center answers all three of those questions for this school. And in a competitive world today, we needed that facility. And getting it in place, I think will help Roanoke College for generations to come as far as making this college still viable for our students and being able to give the education that Roanoke College offers.
We both felt how lucky we were for Roanoke to take students like us and mold us, and we both felt that to give back to Roanoke as much as we possibly could, it was the right thing to do.
Morris is somebody who has big arms, and he wants to embrace people and pull them into those big arms. He's done it with the center, he does it with people in his work, he does it in his family.
I don't see bricks. I don't see a beautiful gym or a court. I see my grandfather and all of his hard work that he's put into his life and how he's impacted more than just the people around him. He's impacted not only me, but a lot of different alumni here, his friends, his teammates. It's a privilege and an honor to even consider myself lucky enough to be his granddaughter, because I am so proud.
It's just a special feeling that you have for one another, what best friends have for one another, what teammates mean. We consider ourselves as brothers. He's my big brother and always has been. And the relationship that I established with him from my freshman year on is one that will last forever.
Where I really think I was more influenced would have been by my teammates. The respect that we had for each other, excuse me, we lived together, played together, fought together. We were just together all the time. And I tell a lot of teams when I talk to them, you'll remember the wins and the losses, but what you'll remember more is your relationships. And all of us are still close.